Hello?
Hello. I'm calling you for your account. You will lose your account.
My account, okay.
But just give me your password, your card number, and your card number.
Okay. My card number is 1534564.
No go for my God, no go lose God, oh. Make you no start, go for your hand, oh. Yeah. See I see why you're plenty. They wanna do you dirty. They wanna make you empty. They wanna see you fat. No go for my God. Listen, Babylon people wait. You hustle when you grind and then we be hating. They send you fake verificated. They wanna wipe your Instagram for nothing. Protect your email, different password for everything. You download crack software for free. When you know say my guy you for feed pay. This is risky. Protect your money. No give anybody. Password or OTP. Make them no chop you. No go for my God. No go lose God. Make you no start. Go for your hand. Yeah. See I see why you're plenty. They wanna do you dirty. They wanna make you empty. They wanna see you fat. No go for my God.
See my brother no go come. If they ask for your CVV, no go drop palm. If anybody tell you say hey I'm calling from the bank, can you send me your BV and make you block come? Come out back by the world more bill. If they want you pin, tell them no will. NCDC know they share free money. Make you no go carry mulatro will or the go bill. Protect your password. Use the factor, make your account no go actor. And make you know they click links that you can't trust. Or you go receive a lot you can't account for. No go for my God.
No go lose God, oh. Make you no start, go for your hand, oh. Yeah. See I see why you're plenty. They wanna do you dirty. They wanna make you empty. They wanna see you fat. No go for my God.
I'm a big boy. My God. I get a big toe. My God. You want to try me? My God. Like you behind me? My God. Wait first. It be like police in my gate. Wait first. I dey confess.
Hello?
I'm calling you for your account. You will lose your account.
My account, okay.
But just give me your password, your card number, and your card number.
Okay. My card number is 1534564.
No go for my God. No go lose God, oh. Make you no start, go for your hand, oh. Yeah. See I see why you're plenty. They wanna do you dirty. They wanna make you empty. They wanna see you fat. No go for my God. Listen, Babylon people wait. You hustle when you grind and then we be hating. They send you fake verificated. They wanna wipe your Instagram for nothing. Protect your email, different password for everything. You download crack software for free. When you know say my guy you for feed pay. This is risky. Protect your money. No give anybody. Password or OTP. Make them no chop you. No go for my God. No go lose God. Make you no start. Go for your hand. Yeah. See I see why you're plenty. They wanna do you dirty. They wanna make you empty. They wanna see you fat. No go for my God.
know they click links that you can't trust, or you go receive a lot you can't account for. No go for my God.
No go lose God, oh. Make you no start, oh. Don't for your hand, oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. See, I see why you're plenty. They wanna do you dirty. They wanna make you envy. They wanna see you flex. No go for my God.
I'm the big boy. My God. I get a big toe. My God. You want to try me? My God. Now you behind me. My God. Wait first. It be like police in my gate. Wait first. I dey come.
Hello? Hello?
I'm calling you for your account. You will lose your account.
My account, okay.
But I just give me your password, your card number, your card number.
Okay. My card number is 156.
No go for my God. No go lose God, oh. Make you no start, oh. Don't for your hand, oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. See, I see why you're plenty. They wanna do you dirty. They wanna make you envy. They wanna see you flex. No go for my God. Listen, Babylon people wait. You hustle when you grind and they will be hating. They send you fake verificate. They wanna wipe your Instagram for nothing. Protect your email, different password for everything. You download crack software for free. When you know say my guy you for feed pay. This is risky. Protect your money. No give anybody. Password or OTP. Make them no chop you. No go for my God. No go lose God, oh. Make you no start, oh. Don't for your hand, oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. See, I see why you're plenty. They wanna do you dirty. They wanna make you envy. They wanna see you flex. No go for my God.
See my brother no go come. If they ask for your CVV, you no go drop palm. If anybody tell you say hey I'm calling from the bank, can you send me your BV and make you block calm? Come out back by the world more bill. If they want you pin, tell them no will. NCDC know they share free money. Make you no go carry mulatro. Well or the go bill. Protect your password. Use the factor, make your account no go act up. And make you know they click links that you can't trust, or you go receive a lot you can't account for. No go for my God.
No go lose God, oh. Make you no start, oh. Don't for your hand, oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. See, I see why you're plenty. They wanna do you dirty. They wanna make you envy. They wanna see you flex. No go for my God.
I'm the big boy. My God. I get a big toe. My God. You want to try me? My God. Now you behind me. My God. Wait first. It be like police in my gate. Wait first. I dey come first.
Hello?
I'm calling you for your account. You will lose your account.
My account, okay.
But I just give me your password, your card number, your card number.
Okay. My card number is 156.
No go for my God. No go lose God, oh. Make you no start, oh. Don't for your hand, oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. See, I see why you're plenty. They wanna do you dirty. They wanna make you envy. They wanna see you flex. No go for my God. Listen, Babylon people wait. You hustle when you grind and they will be hating. They send you fake verificate. They wanna wipe your Instagram for nothing. Protect your email, different password for everything. You download crack software for free. When you know say my guy you for free.
protector, make your account no go act up. And make you know they click links that you can't trust, or you go receive a lot you can't account for. No go fall mad.
No go lose guard, oh. Make you no start. Don't for your hand, oh. Yeah. See, I see why you're plenty. They wanna do you dirty. They wanna make you envy. They wanna see you flex. No go for my
I'm a big boy, my guy. I get a big toe, my guy. You want to try me, my guy. Now you behind me, my guy. Wait first. It be like police in my gate. Wait first.
Well, hello, everyone. You are welcome. To today's webinar. This is our cyber safety webinar for senior citizens. And to all who have joined in, we're so glad that you're here. I'm Uchechi, and I'm going to be your moderator for today. So today we'll be having two excellent speakers who are going to be taking us through two different sessions. The webinar is going to last about an hour, 30 minutes. And we are just excited that you're here. And we're doing this in commemoration of Cybersecurity Awareness Month, which has been celebrated since 2004. So here at CyberSafe, every year we do something to mark or commemorate Cybersecurity Awareness Month. And this year is not any different. So that's why we have organized this cyber safety webinar for our seniors. So if you haven't invited your friends, please share this link to your friends and senior citizens around you who need these value-filled sessions. It is critical that we know that most of our seniors are not so tech savvy, and this is why cyber criminals use this as an avenue to prey on them. I'll use that word. So while you're at it, that's inviting, sending the link to other people to join before we have our first speaker. Please, we'll still take another short video break and we'll come back on. Thank you.
Bia. I'm coming. Ada, I wanted to share some of the pictures we took on my Facebook business account. And the app is telling me to log in again. But I thought we've done that before now.
Oh yes, it was on my system we created the account. But you still have to log into your account after you install the app on your phone.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Let me log in now. I thought I kept it here.
Mommy, what are you looking for?
It's one of my books, Jare. And I need to do this thing now.
Book? Is it a notebook or what?
It's one of my jotters. And I need to do this thing now.
But mommy, why are you looking for your jotter when your phone is with you?
The jotter is where I write my email and my social media passwords. The one they gave us at Auntie Uchechi's wedding party. Oh, and I just added this one, the Facebook one that we just created.
Oh, mommy, why are you writing your passwords in a jotter when you have your phone? Anything could happen to them now.
Don't even start. Are you not the one who told me to have different password for all my accounts? How do you expect me to remember all of them at my age? Even my bank pin. Yes, at times I forget. Not to now talk of 4 different passwords. And you'll be the one to tell me to add hashtag to this one, add X to that one, add XYZ to the other. Don't even start. Don't get me angry.
Oh, mommy, you should have told me about this now, and I would have told you what to do. Mommy, please never just write down your passwords anywhere. They could get into the wrong hands. In fact, the person can get into your account, scam your customers, and even ruin your reputation.
Really?
Yes.
So what do I do now?
Here, you use a password manager.
What's password manager?
Okay, I'm going to explain to you. So a password manager is an app that helps you manage your passwords. In fact, it's going to create strong passwords and store them for you. It's just like the way you have them written down in your jotter, but this time around it's going to be on your phone, and it's even far safer. You can just go to your app store and download one. But speaking about safer, do you have two-factor authentication?
Hey! Ada, you started. Which one is? Don't blow my head with all this big technology grammar.
Relax. So the two-factor authentication is a security feature that keeps your account safe, just by requiring for an additional means of verification for your account. Okay. It's just like an extra layer of protection, just in case your password ever gets into the wrong hands. Just like we use a burglar probe at the door, just in case a thief tries to get in. Okay. Exactly.
Oh, why didn't you now tell me before now? Oh, yeah, do it for me so I can stay safe.
I thought you knew, but I'm glad that you know now. But I'm not going to teach you. I want you to learn to do it by yourself so that you can teach all your friends.
Ada, me.
So now, let's start with the two-factor authentication first.
Okay.
So you have to start by logging into your Facebook.
So you do it for me, please.
Okay, I think I remember the password we used.
Ada. Yeah.
So now that you've logged into your Facebook,
Okay.
you go to settings and privacy. Then now click on privacy.
Hey. Privacy.
This one.
Okay.
Okay. So now that you've clicked on privacy, you then click on passwords and security. After you do that, then you scroll down to use two-factor authentication. Mommy, this one here, two-factor authentication, and click edit. Okay. So now you see these three methods. These are the three methods you can either use. The first one is the security key. The second one is the text message codes, and then the third one is the third-party authentication. So this text message method sends the code to your phone just in case you try to log into a new device. So choose this one because it's easier to use.
This one?
Yes, so click on it. Okay. So now, once you input your password, Yes.
What's the password?
The one I just showed you now. You see a code has been sent to your phone.
That's it.
So now, this code will either be sent to your email address or your phone before you can now gain access to your accounts.
So easy. Okay. Do we still need the password?
It's called Password Manager, Mommy. And yes, we do. That one is even easy. Just go to your app store.
Okay.
And download one. Yes.
Look at this one.
Yes.
This one good.
It is good. This is even the one I use.
Yay!
So now that you have downloaded it, just use the steps that I showed you to set it up.
Finish. Step.
Mommy, the steps I just showed you now.
That was so simple. Look at me now. IT mama.
Mommy,
Mommy.
Hey, I got your jotter. I think I kept it here.
Sorry.
Is it this one?
Yes.
Oh, so Mommy, please never write down your passwords again. They could get into the wrong.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone. That video you just watched was from our mini series last year, which was released about this time last year as well, in commemoration of Cybersecurity Awareness Month. And no, it was World Seniors Day. Sorry. We released that just to help educate seniors. There are 3 videos in that mini series, and I'll share more light. I think I'll share more light on that at the end of the webinar. So right about now, I'm going to be inviting our first speaker, Mr. Rotimi Ajasa. He is the Director of Training and Education at Cybersecurity Experts Organization of Nigeria. With nearly a decade of experience, Rotimi Ajasa is a highly skilled information security expert and technology auditor who has delivered exceptional results across a spectrum of small to complex business infrastructures. His expertise spans a wide array of critical domains, including system security assessments, change management, incident response, penetration testing, cloud infrastructure, data analysis, and vulnerability and risk management. He has championed online safety in Nigeria and beyond, providing trainings and mentorship in the field of security for different backgrounds and age. Rotimi is an enthusiast for online security research. He is committed to imparting his knowledge through exceptional user education and training on pertinent cybersecurity procedures and preventive measures. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rotimi Ajasa.
Thank you all for having me, and thanks so much, Uche. Good to really be here, and
Yeah.
I really thank everyone also, especially our senior citizens who are able to come online and be here at this moment. It's really a great honor to really share some few insights with you. I'll be using the next 20 minutes to have a very one-on-one, so to say, presentation with you. And the topic majorly is staying safe online, the senior citizen guide. I'm Rotimi Ajasa, as has been said. And I'm going to start this presentation by first looking at myself. You likely might be confused that uh, is this a young man or is it a senior citizen like yourself? Well, I can be any of the two. And this is also what happens in the cyber world too. So cyber criminals sometimes they becomes very hard to identify because sometimes they look like something else, and another time they look like another thing else. So if my cap is off, I'm probably going to look like a banker, a young banker, and so. But when I put on this cap, I look like a senior citizen who probably will be at the 60s, 70s, and it's what we really see today. But let me first share for the those in the audience these very exciting screenshots. I actually took this from one of the messages that I received majorly from my dad this time, and this happens to go to a lot of senior citizens that I also associate with. You will see WhatsApp message like this that it's been forwarded like different times, and they will likely really concerned about you. So they really want you to take an action on something like this. So they send this across to you and said, there's an information here and here, and you really need to act on it. And it shows one thing to me that if you want to pass an information effectively or much faster, one of the means in which cyber criminals use is to use the senior citizen. And one of the reason is that the senior citizen they got the time and they also care a lot. So they will deliver those messages easily to anyone, their kids, their family members, their friends in different parts of the world. So you see message like this be forwarded many times, and I'll tell you, if you really want to get most messages being sent across multiple channels, use the senior citizen. While we really, really love you so much, we also want you to know that cyber criminals might also use you in a way in which you never intended to have been used. And sometimes this may really be very challenging because you really have so much to do at a time and you are being used in a very wrong way. So let's see how you can really get protected even while you are using the internet, even when they think that you are using a cap of a senior person, but you still look very sharp like someone who is putting on a suit. So let's look at the first instance that we talked about, and this is using strong password and password manager. While you might really have heard that it's good to use passwords, at times it becomes a bit challenging using password because you also feel that how many password am I going to use for different accounts that I have? And you must have heard when someone said, no, don't use this password here, use it here. It's much better here. It's not better here. But whenever you are able to use a very secure password, you are at least to an extent telling the hackers, the bad guys that go away, I have a padlock in my house, so you can't come in. But when you have a padlock that those who are your neighbor also use, it's likely that one person might say, okay, I can recycle this particular padlock that I have, or let me just throw this padlock away. And you pick the padlock up, for example, and you said, well, I'm seeing a padlock that has a key. Let me use it at my home. Then someone likely have a key that is related to that. Or let's say you move into a house and you never change the padlock there, and maybe one of the neighbors who moved out has already made a duplicate of that. You might likely want to attempt it one of those days and said, well, will this work? Because when we have password, most time we may not be able to remember some of them. And because we may not be able to remember some of our password, we might end up using one of the password that we have used over and over again. And so we might end up one day where an attacker might just use that password that we have used over and over. So one very good principle is whenever you are using a password, make it a bit longer, make it a bit stronger. The longer it is, most time the stronger it may also be. But you may also be wondering, how will I be able to remember so many of the passwords? Well, one little things that we also recommend is you may use it in the form of a phrase, like it may be like your favorite song. Virtually, most of you must have had a favorite song, even if not at this age. Maybe when you are a bit younger, you probably have one very good musician that you liked a lot, and there is one favorite song that this person do had over the years. You may want to use the title of that song, for example, and said, okay, lift me up higher, for example. And by the time you are putting lift me up higher, you might want to end it with a year, maybe 2019 or 1984 when this song was released, whatever thing. So you are using like different set of phrases or words together, not just only one password combination like that. So it becomes a bit much harder for a criminal to get. But imagine you are using password 123 or your name or bingo 123 and so it's possible that this password might be known by others whenever they are using it. So it's a very good thing for you to just look at maybe using a longer password or a passphrase. But at the same time, you may also find it very difficult to be able to, remember some of those password or passphrase. You must have heard an adage that do not put your egg in one basket. Well, in cybersecurity, that is not really, really true. In fact, at times like this, we recommend that you put your egg in one basket. And that basket is what we call a password manager. So with a password manager, you will have like one very strong vault. So it's like in a bank. You know how it's very hard to rob a bank vault because the bank vault is extremely secure. There are multiple layers that you have to pass through, multiple strong doors that you have to pass through before you can break into the bank vault because it is the most secure part in the building where you are seeing the bank. That means that whatever you keep there will remain much safer even to the last minute. And that is where a password manager comes. So a password manager is just like that vault where you can securely put your password, put all the password that you can remember or that you have just produced, just put everything there. You don't need to remember it. You only need to remember one password, which in some cases we call like the master password. That is the password that enables you to enter that vault or the password manager. So the password manager itself is like an application where you will have to put all other password. Now, for you to now enter the main application itself, you will just need a manager, a password manager, and with that, you can have access to the other password. So When you have access to the other password, maybe where you store your social media accounts password, where you store your bank information password, or any other personal account or personal informations that you've stored, you will just go into the password manager and you retrieve it. So it is like the key to the key to the key to the great kingdom. So now I can assure you that after this, you may rethink and said, wow, it's good sometimes to put your basket or your egg in just only one basket because you are sure that that basket is strong, is secure, and it will be able to prevent a lot of things. Now, after using the password manager, there's some other things that you can also do. And at times, even when you use just only password or passphrase, and you find it a bit complicated to use a password manager, for example, why don't you try a multi-factor authentication? Don't let the name really scare you. You probably have heard someone talk about 2FA, MFA, or so before. What we are just saying is that after I have confirmed that, hello, Rotimi, are you Rotimi? I would just also need to really confirm that, okay, if this is Rotimi, let me see if your eye is red because I know the Rotimi I know has red eye or some other form. So you are not just using only one means to confirm someone or to confirm an identity. You are using more than one means, several means, maybe like two or three. So in multi-factor authentication, what we simply want you to do is whenever someone have access to even your password, let them not still be able to log in. Let them still go beyond that and look for something else. So when you activate a multi-factor authentication, it's likely to ask you that you have a number or a code sent to your phone number or to your phone line so that when you log into your account, it will still send you another message to the phone where you are going to use the digits that is being sent to the phone, maybe as an SMS, and you have to input it into the application. So you can really be sure that this looks very fun because you're not just staying in just only one piece of security, not just only one layer, not just only your password or your passphrase, not even just only your password manager alone, but you also have another level. So you becomes like someone going into to seeing maybe a general in the military. You have to pass through different checkpoints. So just in case one checkpoint fails, it's likely that the second round will be much tighter and might not likely fail. And you may likely still go through the third one, which will be much, much stronger before you can come in. So with a multi-factor authentication, when you activate it, you have a better peace of mind. And that whenever anybody even find a means to access your padlock without knowing that even after the padlock, you still have another edge that it's still very strong before you can enter your door. So we always recommend that try to do that. Look at different multi-factor authentications. Some of them might just be through SMS. Some might be an application that you download on your phone to ensure that you have this enabled on your device. Now, one other interesting bit is you must update your software. And how does this really come into place? Well, most time when we see our devices at times, you may have downloaded an application. It may be your banking application for some times. And after downloading your banking applications, they may be after a few days, they may ask you to just update it. At times, you might just look at it that this takes too much time. Why should I update this? Or it may even be some of us, maybe you have time to go online and attend some webinar. Maybe it's being some other platform we're being used, and they will just ask you to download. Just say, I don't have the time to do this update. No, I don't want to update. Whenever you see updates like that on software that you use, it's always good that you update those software because those who are the manufacturer of that software, they probably have seen that, oh, there's a way in which cyber criminal can have access to this software, to this application. So therefore, we want to put this other edge, this other interesting control on it. And because of that, they will ask you to just do an update. One good thing is that the updates might be made automated so that you won't even need to think about it. So there are settings on your phones or on your different device that you can enable that will make this just instant. You will not really need to think so much. You just click on it, that ensure that whenever any of this update is needed, my device is updated. And I use the example of a car. If you have a car or some other devices, let's say you decided to say, I use this car a lot, but I don't think I have the time to take it for servicing. That especially those mechanics that I know, oh, they are just there to just take my money. They are not doing anything. But if you're able to service your car more frequently, it's going to last much longer. From personal experience, I've seen that this is really true. In fact, cost of fuels that you also burn when your car is well serviced might even be reduced because it won't put unnecessary weight on the vehicle. So if the vehicle has used an oil, for example, for like about 3, 4, or 6 months, and you now have to change it to another new one, the vehicle will feel relaxed. The vehicle will even laugh at you during those times. So it's just the same way when it comes to updating software. The software will laugh at you because the software will feel happy. It may be able to even perform much faster, just like the way your vehicle might likely perform much faster, or it might smoke less when you just service it. So, whenever you see an update to be done on any of your devices, please go ahead and do the update because the manufacturer knows the reason behind this update and it's also for your own benefit. Now, let's talk about one very interesting one, which is phishing. Well, I have not really been to the village for a very long time, but even in some other parts of the cities, you may have seen those who have stream, rivers, or ocean, and you see people fishing there. And truly, you might see maybe a lot of them might use a big net to fish. But you may remember something in some days that you may be as young as you can remember. There is this hook that is always used to fish. And in that hook, there's a bait. I think most time people use like earthworm. You just put earthworm around this hook. So when a fish seizes that earthworm, what the fish is seeing, the fish is not seeing the hook. The fish is just seeing the earthworm. And the earthworm is food for the fish. So the fish will just go around and said, "Yeah, this is a happy day. I got a meal to eat." But immediately it takes in that earthworm, it just gets hooked. And when it gets hooked, it becomes another meal for someone else. It's also the same way that when we talk about fishing in the cyber world also look like. In fact, it has been seen that more successful attacks start with phishing. And this is just a way of the attacker trying to let you look at something that you feel that this should be real, this should be genuine. They want you to look at it that this is what I need. I should click this or I should download this. And immediately you do that because you feel that is the right thing to do. Immediately you do that, it directs you to somewhere else. And before you know, it takes a lot of your information that you are not even aware of. So fishing most time is like somebody becomes like a masquerade. Well, mine is not a fishing, even though I'm putting on cap and suit. But at times it might look like that because you may not really recognize that who really this person is. At a time, it changes to this, and another time it changes to this to satisfy whatever he wants at that time. So also when an attacker is also trying to do this, attacker will just use different means to be able to get your information. Those information that the attacker is able to get at that moment will be used against you later on. It can be informations about your credit card, your account number, or any other information that it seems that it may be available. Now, how will you recognize a phishing attack? So for phishing attack, though most time it happens via mail, but it may happen through some other means. But let's look at this via mail. These are some few tips that you would recognize. If someone sends you a mail and you are not expecting a mail from that person, for example, you don't have a direct deal with a CEO of a company, for example, you've not had any reason to discuss with that CEO of a company, and the CEO, and you just see a message that is saying that it's coming from the CEO, and the CEO is saying, telling you that you should do this or you should do this at a particular time, and he wants you to do it very fast. And in most cases, there's always an attachment to phishing mails like that. They attach something, or they even send you a link and ask you to just click on the link. It will also be very urgent. Just relax, don't panic, and don't take anything as an urgency like that. One of the best things that you can do is, if you feel that this is from someone that you know, or it is supposed to originate from someone in which you know, don't even use the phone number that is in that email. Just call the person directly. When you give a direct call to that person, it becomes much evidence, because with a direct call, the person will be able to know that, yes, I'm the one that sends it to you. Okay, you can go ahead. And you can also hover around where the email is coming from. So when you hover around where that email message is from, you may likely see a very long hyperlinks, which might really, really be a tip for you to know that this might not really come from a very genuine source. You can also look at the subject. In fact, when some of these subjects are too big to be true, just be very, very careful. So if that person says, I've just won like $1 million and I want to share it with you because I know you are a very good friend, and you've never had any communication with such a person before, just run, close it, and let it go. There are some ways in which this can also be reported. For example, if it's your Gmail, when you click on there are like three dots on just the upper right side. When you click on it, you are going to see a section there that says report phishing. You can report that. Even in some of the social media accounts, there are some that you can also report, even as spam or as phishing. If you have any of those features available to you, please ensure you click it and ensure you report that. So we'll be able to talk about different ways in which you can stay secure, while we live in a world where it becomes very unpredictable what the cyber criminal may wants to do. They don't want to care about the age in which you are. They don't want to know if it's a retirement fund that you are living on. They are ready to take every dime thing. Let them know that even though you are a senior citizen with a cap like this, at the same time, you can be as a smart guy who put on suits like this at any time. And with that, they will really run away from you. So um next I'll be having will be questions that you have from any of these our discussions so far.
Okay, thank you so much, Rotimi. That was a very, very insightful session. Personally, I liked how you were able to talk through all those things without sounding too technical. So you didn't, you just went, oh, you simplified everything. Talking about password managers, importance of password managers. And that's one thing that is very, very common with senior citizens. The fact that a lot of people still write, I still know a couple of people who I have to discourage from writing down their passwords on notepads, right? So understanding how they should be able to use password managers is a key thing. I think that's one question that I'll still want you to, and a question I have that would help a lot of people as well is that talking about the master password as the key to the main thing. So that master password, is there a way, or if one can't remember it or loses it, is there a way to still be able to access their password manager so that it doesn't completely lock them out of the internet or across all their accounts?
Okay, yeah, thanks so much for that question. For a password manager, in most cases, you have an application that is a password manager application. One very good example is that most people knows about. They call the name like LastPass. You may likely hear in the next section how different other password managers look like. But when you are setting it up, you are setting up your password manager. It's going to give you some security questions, and it will also give you like list of different other secret answers to some things that you may have to download and keep somewhere entirely safe. Now, when you keep that entirely safe, so it's giving you something like a key. The key will be a bit much. You may not even be able to remember those key. You will have to keep it somewhere else. So maybe at a time you totally forgot your master password. You may have to go back and retrieve that key. If you do not have access to that, it will be extremely difficult for you to be able to retrieve your information. So just ensure that first, don't bother thinking about so many passwords. Just think about just only one. Remember that one very well. But in case you forget it at all, use those password manager key that has been provided by the password manager organization itself, so that you will be fine. With that, you will surely be able to retrieve your account back.
Okay. I think that's a good way. Just knowing that you have to remember one, and the fear is getting locked out of your bank apps, your Facebook, everything. Once you don't remember that one password.
Yeah.
So I like how you also gave an example of LastPass. So
Yeah.
is there any other? Are there any other password managers that you would recommend?
There are so many password manager. I think why I personally use LastPass is because I have seen it to be very effective and
Okay.
over the years. And at the same time, I really don't want to maybe advocate for any major company, and so. But if you feel that you don't want to use LastPass, I think Google has a password manager also itself that you can also use. And if I can remember, I think you may also want to use password manager that some they might even come with your own browsers. So
Yes.
I think I've seen one called like Bit1Din before. I've seen iPassword and some few other ones. So we really have a lot of password manager, but some also come with different costs. Some are free, some you may have to pay some few money, but you may just look at any possible options that fits you. But with a last pass, with a good extent, you are a bit fine.
In this password managers.
Yeah.
And
So
someone
just
just
as
asked that question. Someone just you addressed right when you answered it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's good that you've addressed that as well. I think there's one more. So I would say uh, okay. How does one know that a link is harmful so that they don't share it with others? You know, these WhatsApp messages that are always like the example that you shared, forwarded many times, and then they keep sharing and they don't know that they are sharing harmful links to people. Yes. So how does one get to know that this is a phishing link or a harmful link, a malicious link? Yeah.
So one very good thing as a rule of thumb that I have used is, what does the message really talks about? How is it crafted? The tone of the message will help you to even determine if there is any need for you to even share this to any other person or for you to even open it at all. So if the tone of the message, it is telling you to make something as urgent as possible, take an urgent action, extremely urgent, and you've not had any dealing with whoever is sending that message before, it's actually one of the red flag. And at times If that message comes, for example, through mail, there's a way in which when you go to where the link is, just roll your cursor around it, hover around it. It will show you where the link is really coming from. Most time, when it becomes extremely long and you cannot even identify what the hyperlink or the URL is coming from. Let's say someone sent a message from ABC Bank or in a ABC Bank. But when you looked at you over around the link, and what the link is showing you is JFY Bank, for example, it's likely not coming from that main source. It's coming from somewhere else. It's disguising at that moment. So just hover around it. If it looks too long, most time, though being too long might not be the real criteria, but read through it at least to a little extent. When you read through the first line, you may be able to know if it's coming from that main source where it's supposed to come from. And another time, informations regarding that message might also help you to determine if there's any need at all. If there's any need at all for you to even open it. If you feel that the informations in which it asks you to provide or what it asks you to click on, what it asks you to download is not relevant, or you've not had any discussion with this person at all before, please do not go through it. And why this might also be very difficult is that at times the cyber criminal go through a lot of different ways to let this happen. So you may not even know, no matter how a bit smart that you may be at times, it might comes in a very, very systematic way that disguises totally to the extent that you may feel that, oh,
Shorten links.
exactly. So they have different platforms where they can even shorten those links. So when they shorten those links, you may even not be able to recognize it. But if the information doesn't seem to really be what is meant for you, you may want to find out more from whoever you know that may probably work in that organization, or go to the website of that organization directly. If it's from an organization, go to the direct website. Don't use the website that the link itself or the message itself carry. Go directly to that website. You can use Google to even search through the direct website. Contact them. You can either call them directly, or you may see the phone numbers or the email address that they have. Contact them directly, and that will save you at least. So if it's an important information, they will reply to you and tell you that, oh, you can go for this.
Okay.
Can I take this question from Annie?
Go ahead.
So Annie said, how save our password manager? So you know when um how we can differentiate, especially in Nigeria and some other parts of the world, how you can differentiate Aso Rock from just any other place, so to say, or how you can differentiate White House from just any other place, how you can differentiate Pentagon from just any other place. That's how Password Manager is when it comes to security. It is built by different experts in the cyber world who are ready to use virtually all their sweat and blood to protect it. So password manager are much safer. They are built by experts who are always constantly ensuring that this is safe. And because the level of intelligence that they put in to build it is of a very high scale, it makes it much safer. So you're a bit relaxed. So someone will not just walk to Aso Rock. In fact, you may not even be able to get to the first gate of Aso Rock before they send you out. Not to talk about maybe the different layers of gates that you have to get to, or just you just feel that an attack can just happen to a place like White House. Those are very, not that they are not possible, but they are nearly impossible sometimes. Yeah, so it's quite very safe.
That is, I like the analogy you gave of the different locations. So that's a very, very easy way to answer it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Rotimi, for your time. It's been a very, very insightful session, and we'll definitely have you back at CyberSafe. We'll be calling you for more webinars and more speakings to do. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you so
Rotimi.
much, Shina, and thanks all to our senior citizen. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
Bye, Rotimi. Um, so after this, we'll be having our next speaker, and he's going to be taking us through a do-it-yourself session. Enyinna Abazie is a cybersecurity expert, a seasoned information security professional, and a specialist in open source intelligence. With over a decade of professional experience across diverse industries, including banking, information technology, and hospitality, he has demonstrated his expertise. I will continue the introduction after a short video break when Enyinna will be coming up to take us through his session. Thank you, everyone. And if you haven't shared the link to people to join us, please share the link, invite more seniors as it's not too late. They can still come and then even go through a more practical session as to how to do things yourself, like to stay safe online. And with that, we'll take a video break and we'll be back shortly.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir. This is the ATM officer from your bank. Did you receive our test, sir?
Yes.
Okay, we want to help you rectify it, sir. Can you help us with the CVV number?
I don't understand.
The 3-digit number on the back of your ATM
Oh,
card.
okay. 419.
You say what?
It's like there's something wrong with you, Abi. Come and leave my phone, John.
Be wise, as your bank will never ask you to reveal any sensitive information by SMS, telephone, email, or any other channel.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you really enjoyed that video. And a lot of us these days, we definitely do that when scammers call these days. And I like that the awareness is spreading. So when scammers call, a lot of people are shouting 419, and then we see these videos all over social media, and they really, really crack me up. So as I already mentioned before the break, we'll be having Enyinna Abazie, and I had already gone a bit. I took the first paragraph of his introduction, and I will continue from where I stopped. So, as the lead investigator for No Go for Maga, an initiative here at CyberSafe, he played a pivotal role in uncovering numerous scams and fraudulent schemes. Presently, he is engaged as a freelance investigator and writer. So, please welcome with me, Enyinna.
Good afternoon, Uchechi. Good
Hi,
afternoon.
Enyinna.
Yes, hi. How's it?
Hi, Enyinna.
Good
Good to see you again.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
So you'll be
Okay.
taking us through your do it yourself session. Let me not call it a DIY. A do
Okay.
it yourself session. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So, thank you. Thank you very much. A big thank you to our last speaker, Rotimi Ajasa. He did an excellent work and he has basically said everything. He's covered all the bases. So, thank you, Rotimi. Welcome if you're joining us. Thank you for taking out the time of your busy schedule to, learn about these things. It's very important. So, I will be doing basically this is what I'll be going for do-it-yourself session. I'll be talking about password management. So this will basically overlap with what's our former speaker said to me. Yes. Then I'll be discussing WhatsApp security, basically how you can put on two-factor authentication, and likewise with Facebook too. So I'll be showing you practical videos that show how this process goes, so you can also replicate it. Now, you know, the reason for this is it's again the idea, what we're trying to get here is to get you to not be in the, so to speak, target point of cyber criminals. Because the way security works, when a criminal is looking for victims and they try, and they see that this victim is finding it difficult, they move to the next one. So basically, cyber criminals, they are looking for the lowest hanging fruit. It's economics of scale. They too have to put in time and resources. So if their targets are, so to speak, difficult, they will move on to less easier targets. So the most important thing also in security is to make you not be a low hanging fruit. So that's what we're just trying to cover up here. So again, we'll fall back to the issues of password management. Yeah, we all use password. Everybody use password. That has been, you know, authentication system on the internet currently that we have. So you have emails, you have WhatsApp, social media. You all have to use passwords. So again, we have to know how to manage our password well. And ordinarily, what would have been recommended is you get a book, you write down your various accounts, you write down your passwords. Then, but that's, you know, if you keep a notebook or what has been called a password, then that is easy to be stolen. You can go somewhere, someone, now we have mobile devices. The person just has to observe you. Maybe you have someone in your house who don't know. All he has to do is reach out, pull out that notebook, and just take pictures on his phone and arrange everything back neatly. So you go out, you come back, you check where your password book, yeah, everything looks fine, but you don't know someone else has accessed it. Except you have the safe and you lock your password book in the safe. And if that's the case, then look at the cost of getting a safe. You spend, I was on Gigi's Konga some time back looking for like a safe. You can't get a safe less than, let's say, 60,000 naira now. Or you can get the password manager free on the phone. They have free versions that you can put on your phone. So again, it's very 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 important. So yeah, so basically those are the issues as you see. We all have to have multiple accounts, and again, since the rate of technology is growing exponentially, as we can see currently now, we have artificial intelligence. Basically, that is something that is very disruptive. That is going to change a lot of things, and it's also going to affect security. So ordinarily, the last speaker talked about phishing. Before, if you want to spot phishing emails, you might look for errors. Now, cyber criminals, all they have to do is put it in artificial intelligence. It writes up everything for them, gives them, makes it look more legit. So all these things, technology is progressing. That's why you can't use those sort of old passwords that you normally use, because now cyber criminals have softwares that can crack this thing at lightning fast speed. So again, you have to stay ahead of the curve. So yeah, basically, so I will show you how to make a master password, because this is the only password you have to remember. Like our last video said, in everything, you just have to remember only one password to log into your vault, so to speak, that has all your other passwords here again. So this is what is the standard to have a very good password that is, so to speak, bulletproof. Yeah, it has to be at least 12 to 15 characters long. You have to use a combination of upper and lowercase letters, special characters. Avoid identifying information like birthdays, street names, basically stuff that people can also avoid using information that people can get from your social media. So those are basically the parameters you need to use to make a master password. So basically, for me, what I use and what I would recommend is mnemonics. Just like when we were very small, I was taught by my parents on how to memorize the planets in the solar system by using a mnemonic. My very my very earthly mother jumped side over 9 planets. So when I took the first letters, all of that, it's basically the 9 planets referring to 9 planets in the solar system. So that's how this is an easy mnemonic. You can use that too in making a master password. So this is just the example I gave you. See, this is a problem of what is one day Nigeria will be better. That sort of thing. You can see the thing is to be creative with this. So you can see the way, if you look at the slide on the screen, you can see it. One, I basically used the one day. I shorten it because they say they don't use dictionary words, so I used just the first two. So just like that, and you have this is like 13 characters, which is very solid. Then at the end, the better I use the E, then the T, then the eight at instead of the number E. And you have 5 hash. Those are random numbers, random number and special character. Take it to 13 figures. So that's all you have to remember to log into your master password, and you are good to go. So again, it's critical. So that's just use mnemonics. Be creative. It can be a favorite song, be anything at all. But just be creative and make sure it's something you can. Just be creative, and again, it's songs to make sure that it's something that you can you use. So so that's the thing. Now moving on. Okay, so that's the thing. So moving on. Um, so these are we talked about um, we talked about various password managers. So there's LastPass. There are various password managers. There's LastPass. There are so many. So I remember former speaker he recommended LastPass, which is equally good. There's one password. There's Dashlane too. So these three are really good. But personally, I would say you should start off with Dashlane. So this you can get it from your iOS or mobile store very easy. The thing is that I would have loved to show you a live video for this password managers, but again, to show you how security conscious they are, if you download it into your phone, or they won't allow you to record on your phones. So you can't make a recording because again, if you do record, the screen will come out blank. So these things are very, very, very security conscious. So basically, you can go to your Play Store, iOS. You can search for Dashlane, Dashlane. Again, caveat: I am not a like a someone who works for them or anything. Basically, I use LastPass, and Dashlane is equally good. I know people who use it, and I think it's easier for seniors. That's why I'm recommending this. So basically, it's just search for it on your iOS or Play Store. Once installed, you open the app, you click create account, then you input your email, basically the email you use, then the master password, and that is it. And in the last session, I know, let me speak about this. A question came up about what happens if you lose your master password. The good thing about this is that once you register with a master password, Dashlane allows you to use biometrics. So again, if you have this phone that is enabled, you have like a fingerprint scanner. Sometimes you can also scan your face. So Dashlane gives you that. If your phone has fingerprint scanning capabilities, very good. All you have to do is just put your thumb, and that's it. So you don't again have to use your master password to log in. Now it's meaning basically your fingerprint to use to unlock it. So, but again, there are other ways. If you even if you use like the former speaker said, there are codes that they can tell you to download first, and if peradventure you lose your master password, you can put it in. Now, why password managers like Dashlane, passwords are so good is because again, they go beyond, you know, just passwords. You can use them to store basically a lot of things, notes, like also card numbers. Most times, as you're on the internet, you have to make purchases with your card. If you have it in your password manager, it can fill it for you on the net automatically, so you don't have to be bringing your card every time to function it. And as I said, these things are very secure. So that is that for password managers. So now let's move over to our very good friend WhatsApp. Um, so WhatsApp over a billion users. It's a rock star of applications, messaging applications. So again, it will be hard pressed to find someone who has an internet enabled phone who doesn't use WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is universal, and sadly, due to its popularity, cyber criminals are really on WhatsApp. So they are always getting new methods to try to get people to either share malicious links or to take over their account. Basically, what we call account takeover, account hijack, or as they say. they hacked your WhatsApp. So you might have noticed is that maybe you're in a public group and suddenly someone has taken over someone's account in the group and they start posting messages. I've had instances where we were in a group and someone hijacked someone else's WhatsApp account and was now soliciting for funds. He'd say basically I'm in an emergency, please send this money to me, please, please. Since the person knows people, since they didn't know, they quickly sent money and that's how their funds were missing. So cyber criminals have been using this to do wreak a lot of havoc. So it's very, very important. If you are on WhatsApp, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot be using WhatsApp without having a second means of authentication. That's basically security. Again, our former speaker in the session, Rotimi, has explained all of this. So basically, WhatsApp, they call it two-step verification. Very important, and it's quite easy to do. You know, as you look at the screen, step one, there are just three red dots on top. You click that, that's the handbook icon. It takes you to the far right corner. You select settings. From there, you just okay. Let me, yeah. So this is it. The second step is you click accounts. The third step is you click two-step verification. And that's basically the first step is that you click turn on. Then you put your 6-digit password. So let me show you a video on how this is done. I think it's okay. Yes. So this is basically it. This is it's coming up the WhatsApp. It's coming up. Okay. So this is how you can turn on two-factor authentication on your WhatsApp. Okay, so this is it live. Look at the three dots I showed you. They are up there after your try icon and your search icon. The next one, the three dots. That's where you have to go to. Just click on that, and it will give you some options. Then you have to select settings. Yeah. So then, yeah, you see settings. That's what you should select. Click settings. Then from settings, you see various things. So the next thing you have to select account, because account is where you have security and some other things. Yeah. So that's it. You select account, then you go to two-step verification. That's the next thing you need to select. You need to select two-step verification. Then you have to select turn on. Basically, you have to turn it on. So it now gives you this option to put your 6-digit number, which will work as your two-step verification. So basically, what this does is that anybody, someone, whoever wants to like hijack your account has to be able to give this number that you put in. If they don't, they can't take control of it. So it's a guard, very, very good guard. So that's this is just basically it. Look at the time, it won't even take you up to 5 minutes to have this thing implemented. So very critical, very, very critical. You should have this done. Okay, so the next one, I would like us to check out Facebook. Yeah, um, this is a Facebook security. It's basically how you can do this same thing too on Facebook. So, yeah, Facebook, Facebook is good. They give you a lot of options, but again, the easiest one, to do is to have an SMS code sent to you. It's the easiest one. There are other ones, there are other options to use, like using what we call an authentication app. Is basically an app that can help supply a code that you use to log into Facebook. That is the best. That is actually the best option to use. But this one, using your phone to receive a code to log in, is also equally good. So again, all these things like on Facebook now, peradventure, the hacker is able to get your password. For them to log in, after they put in your password, they have to put in this code for them to be able to log in. So again, that is a second layer of security. So this is basically to turn this on, you just have to navigate to, again, if you look at the screen, you just have to go down, go to your profile, you go down, where you see help and support, settings and privacy. You have to click settings and privacy, click settings. It will open to where it's called account center. You select password and security. In password and security, you select two-factor authentication, and you select your preferred type of authentication, which again, the easiest one is to just use your phone number. So they'll send you a code, you put it, and yeah, you're good to go. Yeah. So let me show you a video that goes to this. Yeah. So this is basically it. You can see this is the Facebook. Look up. Um, yeah. See, scroll down where you see settings and privacy. Settings and privacy. You click that. Opens. Then you see settings. Exactly settings. Then you click that again. Yeah. It goes to your account center. So what you need to select there is password and security. That's what. With password and security. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So their password and security. No personal details. Yeah. And you see two-factor authentication. Right on that, you have change password, two-factor authentication. So that is where you select two-factor authentication. It's basically what WhatsApp does two-step verification. So then you select your account to set up your two-factor. So you can see it. See the authentication app that's recommended. You also have text message, which is the easier one to do. So that's the one basically I go with because it's basically very easy. You can just get the code on your phone whenever you want to log in and compute that. So again, so yeah, so just text message. Once you click that's it. It's good to go. So again, a caveat: if you are using text messaging as the option as a two-factor authentication generate to get the code, please and please do not respond to anybody whatsoever that asks you that, oh, they've sent you a code, they need you to send them back. Do not do that. Because again, now, if the cyber criminal has your password and he knows that you are using some sort of two-factor authentication, he will know most likely, if he's any good or if he's what he sought, he will most likely suspect that you are using a text message app. So what the person will do is to say, they'll try to form a ruse or forget to sort some excuse or cook up a story that they can get you to send that code to them. So they will say, so they use so many various rules. So again, if you receive a code on your phone and someone, no matter whatever excuse they use, asks you to send it to them, please and please do not send it to them. So that's the caveat. If you are going to use this text messaging to get a code, do not under any circumstances reveal your code to anyone. If you are just on your own and you receive a text message and you see a code, delete it. As long as you are not the one who initiated it, delete it. Don't respond to anybody, any text message from anywhere that says that send this code, send it back to us. Do not do that. So that's the thing. So basically, if you abide by these rules, you will be very very okay. Yes. So use a good password. Use basically your password manager. Once you have it set up, it will be the one to suggest. It can draw a very long secure password for you that you used to log into Facebook. So you don't have to do that. All you have to remember is your master password. Then, as you're logging in, you use your two-factor authentication, just the SMS that comes in the code, you input it, and that's it. You don't have any issues at all. So, um, yeah. So, yeah. If questions, please. That's all I have for you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Aina. I really did enjoy the session. Well, it's not as if I don't know those things because I can't risk my own social media accounts not having them. But it is good that we were able to have an awareness session at first and then have a more hands-on session to show people how to do these things. And one Okay, we have the first question. Is that Dashlane prevents users from screen recording on the phone?
Yes, basically what I mean is that if the password manager, if you are using it, it will not allow you to record what it's doing. Okay, you can record on your phone on your screen, but once you open that password manager, it doesn't allow you to record its activities. So it's basically part of the security feature.
Okay. Personally, okay. Someone, okay, another question. Someone's WhatsApp has been hacked, and the hacker set up 2FA on their account. How can the user recover the account when the hacker has locked out the user?
Well, it's been a while since I've tried to do a recovery incident, but again, this sort of thing goes to show why you have to have, you a two-factor authentication on your account. Very important because of situations like this. Well, I know that there's normally there's an email you could send to for WhatsApp to complain that your line WhatsApp account has been hacked, and they will deactivate the account entirely for a period of time. I think it used to be 10 days. Then later on, you can write again for them to reactivate. But I don't know exactly that process. But again, there are people, I know that CyberSafe had a team that was working on, they did this to help people to recover their accounts. So again, that's something that I can't say specifically what it is right now. So yeah, but there's a way to recover it too. I think that's basically the process. You can WhatsApp too has like FAQ, frequently asked questions. If you could get someone that is tech savvy that could go online, they could go through their question like their help section. They have a detailed step by step means for recovering and how to complain about those sort of issues. So that's what you should do. You should ask someone who is more tech savvy to help in line with that to go to WhatsApp and check their FAQs to check for their what they recommend to be done to, or just reach out to no go forward and ask them. Some guys there know how to recover these sort of things.
Thank you, Ina. And I mean, I think this has become more rampant. There's hackers hacking into people's WhatsApp and even setting two-factor authentication on the
Yeah.
number so the person is not able to recover. Someone has asked me that in the past, I think maybe 2 months ago. So I wasn't even sure if WhatsApp has like a support for that kind of situation, whether WhatsApp can help that person to recover if they reach out to WhatsApp support. And well, if the guys are not good, then they can help as well. So I think it's good that we are saying this so that people don't just feel like that's the end. Nothing
Yeah.
can happen. So it's good that, personally, I said I had a question, so I'll just take my question next. So which do you recommend in terms of two-factor authentication? Which do you recommend is better, authenticator apps or using authenticator?
Authenticator apps without question. They are yes, they are the best. Again, but again, I'm just looking at you know because we're dealing with seniors here. I'm just trying to be careful not to recommend something that again might be too overwhelming. That's the thing. But I would say this for anybody listening, please. This is the thing about security. The more security increases, the less you have, of ease of use. Their relationship is inverse. Anywhere. Take for instance a building. If to enter the building you just have a door, it's easy to enter and come out. But once you want to increase security in that building, what happens? You put a security guard with a scanner, you put a man trap, that revolving door that locks people. Ease to enter the building, the ease of entering has what? It has reduced, right? So that is the payoff of using security. So again, that's what I will encourage people. Some people might look at password manager and say, "Oh, this thing still looks stressful," but again, it's not really that stressful. But in some ways, that's the little payoff. The ease of just putting a very simple password and logging in, that ease has to go if you are really secure about security. And you have to also consider the cost benefit ratio. Look at what you stand to lose if someone wants to hijack your account. There's so much you can lose: reputational damage, money. In fact, there's so much. So those are the things you have to consider. Yeah.
Thank you, Ina. I mean, there was even one I heard recently that the hacker hacked into a WhatsApp group admin's account. So he hacked the number, and the person was an admin on the WhatsApp group. So he deactivated all other admins in the WhatsApp group and made himself the only admin, and then asked them to pay a sum of money just to get their group back. So I think I'm not sure. I didn't get that bit of information, but I don't know if he also set 2FA on the owner's number. But basically, like it was a high school, like old group, high school old students group. So they had to create another group. They left they left the group for the hacker. They left the group for the hacker. So well, thank you. Yeah, thank you so
And
much,
all of
Ain.
this could have been prevented if everybody just
Yes.
did this
Yes.
two-step verification on Facebook. Yeah. So
Very, very true. Very, very true. Thank you so much, Aina. It's been nice having you. I've enjoyed the session, the discussion, the questions and answers. And we hope and we know because you are a person, you will be back some other time to share more knowledge with us. Thank you,
thank you.
Aina.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Right. So I hope you guys have enjoyed these sessions as much as I have done. I mean, I know most of these things, but it's always good to hear them over and over and over again. As I said, CyberSafe is doing this in commemoration of Cybersecurity Awareness Month. And every year since the inception of CyberSafe, we always have a lineup of activities during October. And this year is not any different. This is not the only thing we're going to be doing this month. So please follow CyberSafe or check our social media accounts, and you'd see other activities that will be running through the month. There's a free training. There are so many other things I'm not going to say. So as we come to the end of this webinar, there are resources that we know that will be needful, like it's still useful to you guys. We have the Sabi Toolkit. The Sabi Toolkit is just it's just a guide. It's a very, very simplified guide for you to be able to navigate different and how to stay safe online. A guide on how to stay safe online, how to activate two-factor password managers. All the things that have been discussed today are in that toolkit. And guess what? We do not just have it in only English language. We have it in Pidgin. We have it in the three major Nigerian languages: Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. And we also have the Sabi Toolkit in French and Swahili. So please visit the link that is being displayed at the moment. We also have in this link, so the pool of resources that will be sent to you when you register on the link. We also have the No Go For Maga phishing handbook. We have the No Go For Maga book of scams. We have the cyber criminals and my password. I like that one particularly because it tells you why cyber criminals actually want, if you think that your passwords aren't so important, as I say every time, if you think your passwords aren't so important, why do they always want your password? Why do they always want your OTP? Why cyber criminals always calling you just to get that little bit of information or trying to hack into your social media? Because they know they can use it to cause more harm for you. Be it what's this identification that's cloning your identity, the word has left me, or be it just stealing your information and using it to reach out to your contacts to request for money, you know, identity theft is what I wanted to say. So they can use it for all of that, and it's just better to stay safe, honestly, because it will cost little or nothing for you to just take those little tips that we have shared today to stay safe online. Also, when in our pool of resources, we have the investment scam handbook. Investment scam handbook. I mean, a lot of WhatsApp messages, a lot of um, bring two people and then you get 1 million naira, all those many things that sound very unreal. And I mean, I've seen some of the phishing links on WhatsApp that I've seen, let me say Toyota 50th, Toyota's 50th anniversary. Click this link just to win a car or something. Like Rotimi said, that's the first speaker. When you check these things out, you could actually visit the website itself, go to, like if they say Toyota is doing promo for their 50th anniversary, they are giving out a car, click this link to register, why not don't click on the link. Why not go to Toyota's website to check, are they actually running that kind of promo, which is most likely untrue. So as I said, we have come to the end of our webinar, and it's been great having you guys. I hope you have taken a thing or two. Personally, I have, especially with password managers, I have, because that's something that is still been a bit sketchy for me. So just know that this webinar will also be available for you to watch again. So when you register on this link here, the resources will be sent to you by Monday. So please visit the link to register, and all the resources which I have discussed and listed out will be sent to you by Monday. And we have come to the end of the show. I'm Uchechi, and I have been your moderator today. I'm the program lead of Shine Your Eye, also known as Cyber Safety for Seniors at CyberSafe. Thank you, everyone, and have a lovely afternoon.
Hello?
Hello? I'm calling you for your account. You will lose your account. But I beg you, just give me your password, your card number, and your card number.
Okay. My card number is 1.
No go for my God, no go lose God, oh. Make you no start, oh. Don't for your hand, oh. Yeah. See, I see why you're plenty. They wanna do you dirty. They wanna make you empty. They wanna see you fat. No go for my God. Listen, Babylon people wait. You hustle when you grind and they will be it. They send you fake verificate. They wanna wipe your Instagram for nothing. Protect your email, different password for everything. You download crack software for free. When you know say my guy you for feed pay. This is risky. Protect your money. No give anybody. Password or OTP. Make them no chop you. No go for my God. No go lose God. Oh. Make you no start. Oh. Don't for your hand. Oh. Yeah. See, I see why you're plenty. They wanna do you dirty. They wanna make you empty. They wanna see you fat. No go for my God.
See my brother no go come. If they ask for your CVV, no go drop palm. If anybody tell you say hey I'm calling from the bank, can you send me your PV and make you block come? Come on back body world more bill. If they want you pin, tell them no will. NCDC know they share free money. Make you no go carry mulatro will or the go bill. Protect your password. Use two factor, make your account no go act up. And make you know they click links that you can't trust, or you go receive a lot you can't account for. No go for my God.